Okay, so question number 12, the greatest number which can divide 1356, which can divide means there are number 1356, then 1868, 2764. So it says the greatest number which can divide these three numbers. So let the greatest number be x here. Okay, so this is divided by these three numbers, and each time it is giving remainder as what? Each time it is giving remainder as 12, leaving remainder 12 in each case. Okay, so you need to find the greatest number. Fine. So for that, again same concept. What the concept says? Concept says this is your dividend. So I will going to write 1356 as your dividend. This x is your divisor. You will get some quotient and remainder will be 12. Similarly here, x will be your divisor. 1868 will be dividend. Quotient will be q2. You will get remainder 12. Similarly over here, x 2764, say quotient q3 is your quotient and remainder will be 12. Now based on the property of or the formula of dividend, divisor and quotient, I can write that 1356 is x q1 plus 12, 1868 as x q2 plus plus 12, and similarly 2764 is xq3 plus 12. Got it? Now I need to find x. So to find this x, what I will do, I will going to transpose this 12 every time here. Here also, here, this also, it will be transpose, and I will get this equation as 1356 minus 12 is equal to x q1. Similarly here it will be 1868 minus 12 is equal to x q2. Similarly here 2764 minus 12 is equal to x q3. Now when I solve this 1356 minus 12, I will get 1344. Similarly 1868 minus 12, I will get 1856. Similarly 2764 minus 12, I will get 2752. Okay, now from this what I have understood is, if this number is equal to x into q1, this number is equal to x into q2, this number is equal to x into q3, I understand that if I take the HCF of this, that will be nothing but x. Okay, so there is a small mistake. Okay, this number should not be 2452. Instead of this 2452, it should be 27. No, it is 7. It is 2752. Okay, fine. So now I have understood that if I take the HCF of these three numbers, that will be nothing but x. So HCF highest common factor of 1344, 1856 and 2752, whatever you will get, that will be the value of x. So let's find it. 1344 factors is 2 to the power of 6 into 3 into 7. 1856 the factor is 2 to the power of 6 into 29, and 2752 the factor is 2 to the power of 6 into 43. So HCF is what? HCF is 2 to the power of 6, which is nothing but 64. So 64 is the answer. Understood? So here it says the least number. Okay, the least number which is a perfect square. Okay, so I want a least number which is a perfect square and is divisible by each of the numbers. Okay, so I have a number x, that x should be divisible by 16. I should have the same number x that should be divisible by 20. I should have the same number x that should be divisible by 24, and that number should be what? That number should be perfect square. That's what is the question. So how to solve this? So for that, let me first have the number as 4 into 4. Okay, this 4 into 4 is divisible by 16 and this is a perfect square. Now, but this 4 into 4 is not divisible by 20. Why? Because 4 1 are 4, 4 5 are. It's not divisible. So I need 5 to add, then it is divisible. But this is divisible by 20 now, but this number is not the perfect square. So to make this perfect square, I have to multiply by 5. Same thing over here. 4 into 4 into 5 into 5, that number should be divisible by 24. But is it divisible by 24? Let's check. So the factors of 24 is 4 into 2, 8 into 3. So 4, yes, it is divisible by 4 to the 8, it is divisible by, but 3 is not there. So I have to put 3, but I want the number that is a perfect square. So I will going to again multiply by 3. So what will be my number? My final number will be this. This is what will be my answer. Therefore, the least number or the required number is what? 4 square into 5 square into 3 square. That comes out to be 60 square. That is 3600. So this is your answer. Understood? So let's solve question number 2. It says find the HCF of x cube minus 1. So I need to find factor of x cube minus 1. X cube minus 1 can be written as x cube minus 1 cube. This is nothing but the formula of a cube minus b cube. So as per the formula, I can write x minus 1 into x square plus x plus 1. So factors of this is these two. Then I have next number, that is x to the power of 4 plus x square plus 1 is equal to what? Definitely x minus 1 is not the factor of this. So what I assume that the factor of this could be x square plus x plus 1. So what I'll do, I will divide and check whether I am getting the factor this or not. So I will going to divide this with this. So x square into x square, I will get x to the power of 4 plus x cube plus x square. Now when I do minus, what I will get, this x to the power of 4 minus x to the power of 4 will get cancelled. Here I will get minus x cube. Here I will get plus x square, and this minus x square is also getting cancelled. So I will not going to write it. Okay. This plus x square and this minus x square will also get cancelled, and ultimately I will get only 1. Okay. Now x square into minus x, I will going to multiply now. I will get minus x cube, then minus into plus, it will be minus x into x will be x square, minus x into plus 1 will be minus x. Now again I will do minus. So whenever I will do minus, this sign will be changed. This will become minus, will become plus. So this all will become plus. Okay. Next step will be, this will be cancelled. This and this will be cancelled, and here I will get x square plus x plus 1. Oh, I am getting the factor x square plus x plus 1 over here. So what is the factor of this? It is x, okay, x square plus 1. So I will going to multiply with 1. I will get x square plus x plus 1. When I subtract, I will get remainder is 0. So this is the factor. So the factor is x square plus x plus 1 into x square minus x plus 1. So this and this is common. Okay, this and this is matching. So my HCF will be x square plus x plus 1. This is my answer. So B is the answer. Got it?
Yeah.
Okay, so question number 3, it says LCM of two number is 48. Okay, so LCM of two number, which are those numbers? Say n1 and n2. The LCM is 48. If their ratio is 2 is to 3. So number 1 upon number 2, the ratio is 2 is to 3. It means there is some common multiple, and which is nothing but your GCD, okay, or HCF. So the HCF of this n1 and n2 over here will be x. Correct? What is my n1? N1 is 2x. So I can write HCF of n1, which is 2x and 3x. Okay, that is nothing but x. And LCM of these two numbers, that is 2x and 3x, is given to me, that is 48. Now, as per the formula, HCF into LCM will be product of their number. So I can write product of number, that is 2x into 3x, is equal to product of their LCM and HCF. So HCF is x and LCM is 48. So when I solve this further, this x and x will get cancelled, and value of x will be 48 divided by 2 into 3, that is 6. 6 8 ja 48. So the answer is 8. The value of x is 8. What is asked? Find the sum of the number. So sum of the number means n1 plus n2. What is my n1? N1 is 2x. And what is my n2? N2 is 3x. So that is 5x. What is the value of x? It is 8. So 5 8 ja 40. 40 is the answer. Okay, D is the correct answer for this. This D is the correct answer. Understood? Fine. Question number 4, it says find the GCD of 138 x to the power of 9, y to the power of 7, and z to the power of 5. GCD means HCF. So I will have to find the factors of 138 x to the power of 9, y to the power of 7, and z to the power of 5. So 138 factors will be 2 into 3 into 23. This will be x to the power of 9, y to the power of 7, and z to the power of 5. Similarly, 207 x to the power of 10, y to the power of 9, and z to the power of 10. See, they have first written the z part and then y part. So don't get confused. You have to write properly. Okay. Now 207's factor will be 3 square into 23 into x to the power of 10 into y to the power of 9 into z to the power of 10. So I need to find GCD. Okay, so what is common here? Here 1 3 is common. So I will take 1 3 here. Here 23 is common. So I will write 23. Here x to the power of 9 is common. And here y to the power of 7 will be common. Here z to the power of 5 will be common. So 23 into 3 will be 69. Answer is 69 x to the power of 9, y to the power of 7, and z to the power of 5. This is the answer of question number 4. Okay, find the smallest number which when divided by 16, 18 leaves remainder 10 and is completely divisible by 13. Similar sum we have done this earlier also. No problem, I will do this again. So x 16 and the same number is again 18. What is the remainder? In both case remainder is 10 and it is completely divisible by 13. So as per the concept, what it says like this. Okay, this will be my q1 and 18x, this will be my q2. Remainder will be 10. Here also remainder will be 10. So what I can write? I can write this x as 16 q1 plus 10, and this x is again 18 q2. Okay, q2 plus 10. Fine. So smallest number which when divided by this leaves remainder this, and is completely divisible by 13 also. So what I need to do? I need to find the LCM. Okay, I need to find the LCM. LCM of what? 16 and 18. So 16 factor is 2 into 8 and 18 factor is 2 into 9. So LCM will be 2 into this 2 and 2 into 8 into 9. So that comes out to be it is 64. It will be 144. 144 is the LCM of these two numbers. I have to add 10 also. Okay, because then only I will get what? Remainder as 10. But then what it says it should be divisible by 13 also. Is this divisible by 13? No, it is not divisible by 13. So what I'll do, I will going to take different values of this number. Okay, first will be your 144. Okay, then second number will be what? 144 into 2. 144 into 2, that will be 144 into 2 will be 288. Okay, then I will take 144 into 3, that will be 432. Did you understood how I got this? This I got it by doing into 2, and this number I have got it by multiplying by 3. Why I am doing this? Because I want that number to be divisible by 13 also. This is not divisible by 13. Okay, after adding 10 also it is not divisible by 13. So that's what I am doing it. So after this, what I'll do, I will going to add 10. So that's what it is, because of this remainder. Remainder 10 is required. So I will go to 10. I will going to add this 10. So this will be what? 154. This will be 298. This will be 442. Okay, I have selected only 3. Okay, we could have selected few more numbers, but I have selected only 3. If I am not getting the number, again I will going to do. Third, what we need to check? We need to check whether that number is divisible by 13 or not. This is not divisible by 13. 298 is again not divisible by 13, whereas this is divisible by 13. So what is the answer? 442 is the